and the lights here illuminating the apron look really great. I must say the interior lighting on these hangars is spectacular. It's really good. And look at the Coast Guard hangar. Look how well that's lit up. Hello Flight Sim fans, and welcome to the Practically Geek channel. In today's video I'm going to be showing you Lydd Airport, which is located on the south coast of England in Kent. And this one is from Burning Blue Designs, who I have featured before on my channel. It was actually yesterday. I wanted to get these airports and show you, so that's why I've got two of the same developer team on concurrent days. So I thought, why not put them together so you can see what the guys do. And we're going to be taking a look at this one, which is their newer one. This one I believe was this year. I think it was released this year, but I could be wrong. The Headcorn Aerodrome, which hopefully you watched yesterday. If you didn't, you can grab that from my videos content there and check it out. And they did a really good job, and I imagine they've done a similar job with this one. As I say, it is Lydd Airport. It's priced exactly the same as Headcorn Aerodrome. It is $10.95 on Burning Blue Designs website, which is linked in the description below. And if you do like this in the end, by the time I've showed you all of it, please buy it direct from the developer, so they reap the rewards, as it were. Lydd Airport has one asphalt runway which measures in at 1,505 meters. It's runway 3 and 21, and you can see that right now down below with the numerous taxiways and the apron just to the right. And you can see that it isn't the best. I certainly haven't seen an amazing default airport before on this, but this one certainly, compared to Headcorn Aerodrome, it doesn't have a massive mismatch of buildings. So you've got a large kind of factory one here and the main terminal building, and they do look like an airport style building. But you will also see these floating bridges. I haven't seen that before. I've seen a few things like buildings on taxiways, but floating bridges is a first for me. They even also have a reflection in the water, which is insane. The team at Burning Blue Designs have included some surrounding buildings and landmarks. This area in particular is a massive big, what's apparently considered the only desert in the UK. So with that said, let's jump into Burning Blue Designs Lydd Airport and see what the team have done with this one. Welcome back to Lydd Airport here in Microsoft Flight Simulator, and we are in the Burning Blue Design scenery. So let's take a look around and see how they have improved this pretty bad default scenery. Starting at the end of runway 21, we can see that they've added in some lovely outbuildings here with a general aviation aircraft. It's looks like an old barn area. And this leads straight up to the end of runway 21 via a taxiway. Just here you can see like the marks inside the terrain there. And it looks like the airport is being given a new lease of life with some new lovely textures. You can see the markings and weathering, the tyre marks. You can also see that the surrounding areas, the new lights at the end of the runway there. And then the little details in like the oil tankers and container ships in the English Channel there that have all been added in thanks to the scenery. You can also see the power plant in the far background there. That again, that's another part of the scenery. I think they're called the Dungeness power plants, and there's also the water tower. And it just looks incredible, and we haven't even made the way over to the actual airport yet. But let's carry on. I do like the texture on the runway, by the way. It looks really great. The reflections of the sunlight, you can see like the the moisture and the dampness of the runway with the tire marks. These little outbuildings here with the little bits of detail on like the truck and the container here. even to the plants that are kind of overgrown around it. That's incredible. That's really, really great detailing. Making our way over, you will see the various new custom buildings, which are all really, really high textured and high resolution. The bistro, the Bristow Coast Guard hangar with the Sikorsky S92s, I believe they are, and that looks incredible. So does this tiny little building here, and you can see that they've added in like animated like staff, and it looks super good actually. I'm really impressed with that. You can see the computers inside there as well, and the workers, and the even down to this antenna here. Look at it catching the light. Super good. Let's make our way over to that Coast Guard hangar actually and have a look at the helicopters and the hangar in more detail. So you can see the use of the transparent texture here, like the window, or I don't know, that could be like maybe a see-through material that they use there, but certainly you can see right the way through into the hangar, and the whole thing just looks super like well rendered and textured, and even the helicopters, you know, they look really good. And you know, obviously they're not part of the game, they're custom static models. The metal of the girders and the, you know, the holding the roof up look insanely detailed. And another great detailing is the outer perimeter fence, and you know I love my fences. If you don't know why I go a bit mad for fences on airports, is because, you know, airports always have a perimeter fence to a, you know, certain degree. I'm sure there's small airfields out there that don't, but you know, certainly airports of this kind of caliber and size, you know, they're restricted areas, and they're not just going to let you walk straight into them onto the tarmac. So every time a developer adds a fence in, it just makes it look you know, more realistic and alive. I know it's a static fence and it doesn't move, but it just does. This blue hangar here kind of looks like more like a pop-up hangar almost, but even that looks amazing. The materials and the aircraft inside there, it looks super. Even down to the sort of this kind of gravel or mud section here with all the different containers on it. The outer perimeter fence with like a red gate here, that looks super cool as well. If you did see those aircraft bouncing, that is a SDK limitation by Asobo, nothing to do with the creator, so please discard that. That is nothing to do with this scenery. It happens in all sceneries using static aircraft. But look how full and alive those hangars look. And you know, in this hangar as well, it's also got a see-through kind of glass panel around the outside, so you can see through it. And we'll make our way through it and come out the other side, eh? And look at that. That's spectacular, that. Look at it. The security lights and the... Look at this section through here, you know, even this has got clutter on it. It's super impressive actually. I am really happy with how good this looks. And it's not packed with buildings, it's, you know, it's got 3 or 4 hangars, and then you've got this terminal building here with an actual car park now, and again more outer perimeter fencing. You'll notice that the bridges have been taken out and lovely new wooden ones have been put in, and little detail and marks of where cars have gone over them, you know, with the mud, and everything looks really amazing now. The landside side of the airport, the landside side of the airport looks great. It looks very kind of, I don't know, maybe 70s or 80s, but it's, you know, it's white brickwork and greys, and even this guy on the stairs here, you know, everything's been thought of, and it all looks really, really spot on. It looks like it looks like an airport now. The Aero Club, and now you're changing materials into this brickwork, and you've got all those lovely reflecting windows there. The emergency services station here, which looks like a hangar. And I'm super impressed. It's one of the most detailed ones I've seen. It definitely deserves a Practical Geek A star, and the team have got it really spot on with all this scenery. It's really great. You can see the water tower over there, and again, more of those container ships in the English Channel. And it's really good. Look at that. One more thing I saw was just this little tiny more bit of clutter and detailing. This looks like maybe an old runway or an old taxiway still kind of present on the airfield, and you can see that they're maybe fixing some runway lights or something, but it again, more detail which just adds to the overall effect. And with that being said, it's time to turn back our clocks to 1 AM and check out the night lighting for Lydd Airport. It's now 1 AM, and as you can see, just like the Headcorn scenery that Burn Blue Designs did, if you watch that video, it's yesterday's video, so you can jump back into my video section and have a look at that. But just like the other the aerodrome there, you're getting really fabulous light, and I'm really impressed just by sitting up in this sort of maybe 100-foot odd maybe view looking down at the airport. I can see that everywhere that sort of requires lighting has got it. Let's take a look at the runway lights first. The section over there where the end of the old runway was, or the end taxiway, has been lit up by the vehicles, and the surrounding area looks amazing. So too does the apron and taxiway lights. Let's head down to the terminal area, and you can see that the default vehicles have got all those rotating lights on. They look spectacular on the apron. You can see all the fire engines have got their blue lights going. The building lighting on this one is really amazing. I do like the interior lights on the hangars. It looks really good actually, especially when you see it through the see-through materials on the side. And the lights here illuminating the apron look really great. I must say the interior lighting on these hangars is spectacular. It's really good. And look at the Coast Guard hangar. Look how well that's lit up. That's super, isn't it? Look at that. And the rotating vehicle light on the side, that also looks absolutely... Oh wow, look at that. Look at the hangar. Look, you can see all the way through with the interior lighting. Oh, that I've never seen it look anything look like. Wow, that's amazing. That is super. I tell you what, I haven't seen that done so well on this simulator. Look at that. That's insane. So yeah, the night lighting at this airport, Lydd Airport by Burn Blue Design, is really great. I'm drawn to this hangar though. This is spectacular. The fact that you can see right through that sort of glass or maybe see-through fabric, I don't know what it is. I might have to try and look at it in real life. It looks really good. But yeah, spot on. Just like the Headcorn Aerodrome, the night lighting's great, and the buildings are amazing. And yeah, another amazing airport. So this has been Burn and Blue Design Lydd Airport. You can get this from their website. It is £10.95 at the moment, and seriously, it's definitely worth more. It's incredible. It's got custom buildings. It replaces much of the default airport as possible, in fact, if not all of it. In particular, this hangar is what has really impressed me. It's spectacular. So if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and please subscribe to the Practically Geek channel. I have loads more videos just like this in my videos section. I do payware reviews just like this one today, and I also look at freeware airports that are available from flightsim.to. I also do flight tours as well, and I'm doing some more of those in my little aerolight ultralight aircraft around some photogrammetry cities in the simulator. Thank you for watching, and I will see you again very soon.